we're fine.
So what are we doing? Are
Got
we
a lot of
talking?
headroom here.
You want to adjust it?
No, I'm good.
Look at you. You are losing your shit right now. I can see it. You're trying so hard to contain yourself when you know you want to just move that camera.
I'll fix it in post 5 hours later.
No, just move the camera now. It's exactly where it's at. How did I know?
Just a little bit down. You can see me. Do you want to see you?
Yeah, sure. I like looking at me. Oh, actually, this looks really cool. I feel a little bit more confident now. Yeah. Okay, so what we're doing is we're actually just testing out some of the equipment that we got to do podcast stuff. You know what's dumb, though, every time I think about this, is Gary Vee always pops into my head when we should just be doing it. And for some reason, I keep holding back on it. I don't know why I keep making excuses. This is really frustrating. I keep doing this with my life. I've just been noticing a lot more this past week.
I think we all make excuses, but what's great about every day is that we have a new chance to try what we didn't do yesterday. So it's like, okay, well, here we are. We've talked about it for a minute, and now we're here.
Yeah, I'm definitely better than this.
Oh, yes, Philip DeFranco. I am better than this.
I kind of had a meltdown yesterday. Should I get into it? I know we planned it to be something
go whatever
else.
you want to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, because this has like been on my chest for a hot second. Yesterday was National Disc Jockey Day, and in my mind, I kept thinking, "Oh, it's like my 5th year anniversary. I've been on the air, like my first day on the air was on that day." So, Mike Tierney, I know we didn't get along very well, but that's okay because I really appreciate the fact that you made me get on air that day because now I remember it forever. Except I didn't remember what year it was, so I kept thinking it was my 5th. Turns out it was my 6th. But the reason why I had a meltdown is because I was looking through all of my pictures and I just kept seeing how much better and healthier I looked. And it's kind of just been sticking with me. And now thinking about it again, I want to get emotional. But that's my fault because I kind of just let myself get comfortable with myself. I don't know. I don't know if this is a weird learning process.
I think it's all a learning process. We go through ups and downs. Like when you think about your whole life in general, it's not really a long time. So this little bit of time passed and this happened, and it's like, well, a little bit more time can pass and you could be who you want to be and feel better about yourself, and there's ways to do it. Like,
yeah,
it's just a reflection.
Like what I should be doing is taking that and using it towards getting healthier. Which I started, I think really just this past week I've been thinking about it. Oh God, they're having a dogfight in there. And we're back.
My bad.
But first, before we continue, let us thank our sponsors. Water.
Oh, and Hydro Flask.
Well, they're not actually sponsoring us. But
we just love them. Okay, I don't know.
It didn't work. Oh my God.
But, as you were saying,
looking back at all those pictures, it made me sad because it just reminded me, well, one, I know right now is a different time with COVID and everything going on. Nothing's happening. There's no music festivals. There's really nothing in our way to keep us distracted, unless it's like of our own doing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just made me sad because they were happier times when we were going out and doing stuff, but I was healthier and I looked good. And that is the number one thing. Like doing these vlogs have made me realize I look terrible. I feel terrible, and with COVID going around, like it's not really a good look to be extremely unhealthy right now because that could come up and bite you in the ass.
Gotta be healthy.
You gotta like boost that immune system. You gotta get yourself in check. And that's probably out of these 3, maybe even longer. I'm pretty sure longer, but definitely out of these 3 years, I have not checked myself. I've not checked my weight. And it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to see that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everybody's looking at me and laughing.
No.
You say that with hesitation. I see it in your face when you do it.
Hesitation?
I don't know.
I just think it's funny what everyone thinks other people think of themselves.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it always has to deal with some type of deeper traumatic thing that happened in your life. But yeah, now it's not the time to look back at why you were like that. I mean, acknowledge it.
It's reflection.
And reflect upon it, but don't dwell in it. And when you dwell in it, that's when the sadness hits. You have to look at, okay, well, that was then, and here I am now. What can I do to change this so I'm not looking back at myself in 10 months and thinking, oh my God, I just got worse. All I did was acknowledge, and I didn't even take the steps. I didn't even take action.
So what are you doing to take action?
Well, the number one thing is just cutting down on everything that I eat. Counting my calories is another huge thing that can help me keep myself in check. And just looking at what I put in, my body is when you're forced to type it in and you're forced to write it down and you see what you're actually doing, going down from like seasonings all the way to proteins to even, how much butter you put on your asparagus or something. All of that adds up in your body. But when you're not looking at it, it's so easy to take down, a double animal style, no pickles, no lettuce, no tomato,
So, what?
Chick-fil-A.
I know you've done a few things. I read Mountain weight loss. Are you doing anything different this time?
Yeah. So this time I'm actually just trying to go back. I'm trying to go back and just do it the right way, which is eating healthy and exercising. Yeah. Because
are you not cutting anything else? Is it just like smaller portions and exercising, or is there anything else you're trying to do?
Well, I mean, if I want to go completely cold turkey on everything, I definitely could. I don't know why I'm hesitant to do that right now. I don't like holding on to that. I feel like now's the time to change. You might as well go hard or go home. But I'm afraid when I go hard, I burn out fast. So if I just gradually, start to drop stuff, I feel like my weight will drop with it. But I also have to keep active on the fundamentals. And I think that's why I want to work on the fundamentals first, which is counting my calories and drinking way more water.
Yeah.
I have to remember too, because I am bigger now, my water intake has to increase because I have more mass on me. And yeah, I got to stay hydrated.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm so dry. It's kind of annoying.
What are you doing for exercise? Anything like you're just sticking with yoga and like the walking? That's pretty good walking now, the hiking and doing trails.
Well, that's like the number one thing that I always... It's the number one thing I never take advantage of is the fact that I work across the street from an awesome trail.
Yeah.
And I could just, after work, just go and hike this trail. It's been a little rainy these past few days, so I've just been kind of exploring different spots. Like I went to Tempe Beach Park this last week, and that was really nice just to go out and do something. And just get like nature in. Oh, God. And I know that's where... it's not where I thrive, but just seeing and being around people, even though we're all socially distant, it's just nice to see people outside getting that vitamin D. And yeah, I miss people instead of the same people I see all the time. Not offense to you. I was thinking of like
work.
So yeah. And Chunk and Brayton. I see them all the time. I don't know, like, how do you feel about these 3 years? Because these past 3 years when I met you, I was at 180. Now I am pushing 255. Which is a lot. That's like, I think over 75 pounds or about 75 pounds. And that's a lot to gain in 3 years. It doesn't help that I did Red Mountain weight loss and I didn't follow it the way that I should have. And I feel like this is kind of like, you need to learn your lesson now from doing that.
Yeah.
But I'm just so tired of doing like fad diets and stuff. And I've just dieted my whole life. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a get quick type of thing. And I just feel like it's more like even with me cutting out sugar or doing less sugar. Like that took steps. Like first I went with the zero sugar soda, and then now I can almost always kind of just do carbonated soda or carbonated water, and like I don't really need the soda, but soda was such a big thing for me. I'm still trying to cut down on the sugar, but it's like even now doing honey in the coffee and tea instead of sugar. So just little stuff like that. But I know I've definitely done bigger portions and like eaten more in terms of like just like fast food too. Just like door dashing is
that was another thing
that was
too.
Really a big thing I did maybe like a year or so before I met you.
You know, that's another thing to point out too, because you know what, 3 years ago I was definitely door dashing stuff, but not as often.
Yeah,
it's definitely got more popular over the years. But going back to like when the first few times that I was like really doing well with like my weight loss, you know, I don't even think DoorDash or anything like any type of delivery service was doing that. It was harder to get food. Instead, it would either be you have to go and get your fast food or cook your own food.
Yeah, the convenience of it.
I mean, like there has to be some type of census or some type of study that has to show since these delivery, you know, places have been out. What is the rest of the nation? How's the rest of the nation's obesity levels? You know, have they skyrocketed? Has COVID like helped everybody get in shape? Like, you know, that's another thing too that sucks. I get mad, and I shouldn't. That should just be motivation for me. But when I see other people that have taken advantage of the pandemic and they just took care of themselves and got healthy, like our friend Bobby, you know, started hiking, running, boxing, doing different activities and things. And, you know, he looks great. And
everyone's different, though. It's hard also doing it through the lens of, like, social media. Because you see, like, oh, well, she's doing this dieting and then, like, doing it faster than I am. Or, like, oh, he looks so good. And, like, why am I not looking like that? Or how are they doing it so easily? And it's like, we're all on our own journey and path. You don't know how long it took Bobby to get to the mentality of him, like, okay, well, now I'm going to do this.
That's true. That's very true.
It's just like everyone gets their own way. It's like no one's gonna. You're your own motivation in a sense. Like you can have your personal trainers and your friends and family rooting for you, but you have to want it for yourself. Yeah. To that point of like really wanting it.
Yeah, and you know, yesterday it just felt like that. Like I was crying in the car. I was crying when I was here. I just couldn't stop, until I acknowledged it, and then like that's when the dam broke. And then I just started spilling everything, but I legit still need a therapist though.
I mean that doesn't hurt. I tried to get new things at the grocery store today. Just like fruits, back on my shakes. No bread.
That's a hard thing too, is like when you're living with someone that, I'm not saying it's all your fault at all, because I mean, I've been in other relationships where I've been the one that has always felt like I needed to lose weight. I've always been insecure about my weight. You know, in some relationships, one that stands out that I always go back and think about, and I feel like if I'm not skinny, I'm not worthy of anything. And that sucks to even be told or thought that, because whatever that person was going through, like it's just easier for them to
project that on you.
Yeah, totally. And so I still get in that mindset, and I need to get out of it. I mean, there's I don't know, probably other things too.
It's all a mental game.
Yeah, you look comfortable over there with your flip-flops. I thought you were barefoot for a second, and I was like, what?
No. Me?
So, yeah, I just want to take some time and get healthy and, like, I want to be more active, and that's only going to help the vlog because I'm actually living and doing stuff. And also showcasing all the cool, you know, beautiful, naturistic things about Arizona, if that's even a word.
Yeah, it's gonna start getting warm.
It's gonna get beautiful out here.
I definitely never taken advantage of my surroundings. I'm such a hermit indoors.
I know, and when I was at Tempe Beach Park, I was when I'm driving past it, I always see people on boats, and then I just assume it's their own boats. You could rent a boat there.
When I saw the time lapse of yesterday's video, the people are on the
it was
paddle
cool.
things.
Well, there's different ones. There's like a dragon, some swans.
Yeah,
there's just a regular one.
Thing.
Yeah, you can rent it for like an hour or whatever. I'd imagine that I'd get really tired, but at the same time, because you're paddling it. Or you can get a motorized boat.
Well, I personally want to try to go like kayaking and like that kind of stuff.
I would like to do that too.
A little bit more out of town.
Yeah, maybe. Like out like Saguaro Lake or, a place where you can rent them. Maybe we'll be those lesbians eventually.
We'll get a Subaru.
Yeah, I was like, get a Subaru. Hey, go wild.
I wonder what places we could check out that. I just feel like, I don't know if everything will just be so packed because it's like, everyone wanted to go out.
And that's what I worry about too.
Right now.
Yeah, I want to do all of these things, but I don't want to spread or catch COVID.
Gotta get that vaccine.
Gosh, I know.
I know. Yeah, we should get that soon.
I go back and it's so dumb because I go back and forth because I'm lazy. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the vaccine. Yeah, I have not been to the doctor in over 10 years. I've not made an appointment. Well, I mean, I try to, but I still need to call and confirm that it's happening next week.
I mean, like, you're working towards it.
Well,
I need to get checked out, babe.
I need to get closer
to
the doctors.
Yeah, you gotta.
And, maybe they can help me with my nutrition and all that stuff. Yeah. Everybody is doing, like, a keto diet of some sorts. My goal...
What is that even?
It's a high-fat... low carb
like fish
diet. You can eat certain like healthy fats, a lot of those, and some protein. I don't know. It's modified in different areas. It's all that's why I'm just like, I just need to, I know you could take a blood test and they could tell you what you're allergic to.
Interesting.
And that could help you with your weight loss. And when you shift those, your appetite for those things, I've seen people lose it like that.
Interesting.
Just because they stop putting those certain things in their body.
Wow.
God, I'm trying to think. A buddy of mine named Cerny, he is a tattoo artist, and I remember him talking about him finding out he's allergic to gluten and a few other things, and so he stopped doing that. And dude was like super fit afterwards. I don't know how fit, but he looked great. He looked good.
Man, I wish we could find you a boxing place. I know that's something you want to do.
I know. Well, there was the oh God, I don't want to mess up their name.
If you
Tactical Black.
Okay.
Remember when I tried that? I did. It's funny because I did a trial. I did one class. I loved it. I thought it was great, but then I just never went back because I'm lazy. And
okay, so you have I was gonna say if anyone knows of any places,
but also
shout out
COVID, and I don't want to go and be rolling around on the floor with things. And I'm sure there's probably like
I feel like there's places where it's like, they have to wipe down in between sessions, but I feel like there has to be places where they do private, just you're in your own area, be able to box your own thing type of thing. I don't know how boxing works.
I know. I could tell. Especially with the fake punches that you just threw in the air. Oh my God. What was that?
I did do Taekwondo when I was a kid.
Yeah? Do they have a belt system as well?
High yellow. Thank you.
And why did you stop?
Like I remember anything.
Why'd you stop?
Oh, we moved.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How many times did you move in your life?
Like 3.
Really? Just 3 times?
Yeah, Georgia to Oklahoma, Oklahoma to Virginia, Virginia to here, and then I went to college in Texas, so
that's
I came
4.
back here.
5.
4. Then I moved, and within the city, I've moved around. Woo, so many couches. So, I don't even know. Yeah.
There's a couch right there now that you can sleep on. Well, I get the bed to myself.
So
well,
nice. I'm excited for this journey. Like, I know I need to get more active and eat better, and because I just don't. I'm trying to do more work, and it just like physically takes a toll on me when I do a long gig, and I'm like, baby, rub me, because it's just like, ugh. So I just want to get like stronger because I want to do more. It just sucks when you're out of commission for even a day or two. Like, even if I'm trying to ride a bike or do something physical,
Yeah.
you can't do anything next day. We went golfing on Monday. I was out till went yesterday. It took me 2 days to recover from golfing.
It's because you got to stretch after you do some of that.
Stretching. I'm trying to stretch more. I'm trying to, I have to set timers on my phone to just hey, water, move.
My watch tells me that I need to move every hour. It has some weird requirement thing. And so every time it tells me to do that in the studio, I just get up and I go for a walk around the building real quick, or at least just the top floor. And
that's smart.
Yeah, I just have to move, at least get the blood circulating a little bit. That's another thing too, is my eating habits at work is I don't like to eat during work because I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm focused and I'm doing this, but I just need to learn how to take time and sit back, eat my food, chill, and then go back and do it.
Yeah, it's a discipline. Even me, during the day, I have no appetite really to eat.
Yeah.
And I'm okay, I just need to take 20 minutes to sit down, eat, take a break. Even if I'm not hungry, I'm just okay, chew. But I just know I need to do it.
It's just discipline. It's just strengthening discipline.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things there's so many things to work on, but that's definitely one of them.
Hey, it's a journey. I'm looking forward to this.
I know. We need to, and you know what? Going out and doing stuff in the outdoors, it's just more of an adventure. And I just really want to do that. I want to just go on adventures.
Yeah.
We just don't get enough of that.
Yeah, we got to find some things to do.
Take
advantage. Our own adventures.
This vlog. It's I love you and I hate you. You forced me to get out and do something with my life.
Yeah.
Including getting in better shape, so I stopped looking like a troll. I saw myself laying on that new purple couch we got yesterday. It definitely worried me. You know what it looked like?
What?
I looked like the Jimmy Dean son guy.
I don't know.
If you put my face on that guy's, he's wearing a sun mascot costume.
I think you're more like the Teletubby son. Yeah.
Face puppy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my girl.
I thought you meant the Teletubby. I was like, well, that too.
No.
Who's the yellow Teletubby?
I'd say the purple.
I wasn't wearing purple. I was wearing a yellow shirt, so that's why I was
yeah.
particular on that one.
Okay.
If I was wearing purple, I'd look like Grimace from McDonald's, but you have no idea who that is.
I do know who that is.
Who's
and
Grimace?
there was the robber. There was the guy with the
Hamburglar.
A girl.
The Hamburglar.
Yeah, there was a girl.
A
and
girl
there was Ronald
Hamburglar.
McDonald.
There were other
I just
characters.
meant there's
There's a chicken
the big
nugget.
puppets that there's
Mascots.
Yeah,
Puppets.
the commercials. They used to have commercials with them being life size. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's where the new podcast comes in. Nostalgia. Weekdays. Once a week.
Sundays, 5 to 5:15. Join us.
Legit though, I gotta get started on that. I already have people lined up to do this. I don't know why I haven't even pulled the trigger on it.
Well, you should do a practice one run.
I feel like it should just be do it. Just do it.
Don't you want to see how it is?
Like Shia LaBeouf said.
Don't you want to see how it is when you do it with a Zoom call for someone?
Oh, I guess I should do that.
That's what I mean, because no one's coming through right now. It's all Zoom. So
Yeah.
Just talk to someone.
I mean, I might have Fitz in here. I don't know. Put him on the purple couch.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Because then you could just take this, put it on a table.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not cracking here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think we should end this. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're at 38 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, but some of it is... you got to cut out anyways because you had to move the camera.
Oh, that was good times.
But yeah, I'm glad we got to test this out, and I'm glad I got to, share a little bit of my feelings without going way too deep on my personal issues.
You scratched the surface.
Accomplished. Yeah, but you could definitely feel the pain.
I see it. I feel it. I am it.
It was just it was aggressive. And I'm sorry, but thank you for coming to my TED Talk.